This is Gene Epstein, once again, appearing before you to do what I'm not that good at, which is to solicit funds from you to donate to my debate society, the Soho Forum. As most of you know, the Soho Forum has a twofold mission that has been occurring since September 2016. The first is to sponsor one-on-one debates with Oxford-style voting of interest not just to libertarians, but to the community at large. The second mission, just as important as the first, is to build a community. And we build that community by having extended parties, receptions, right after our debates, which the debaters usually attend. In fact, I'm coming to you right now from the table at our loft apartment where most of our parties are held. So those are two missions that we are devoted to and that we hope you appreciate and want to support. We have enough money to more or less make it through 2015. Looking back on 2014, we had a couple of highlights. One of the things we did, by the way, was we rolled back ticket prices in order to show the Biden administration that we really do believe in fighting inflation. We reduced our regular ticket price to $20 from $22 and our student price from $12 to $10, and we are going to keep it that way. That will give us some revenue, but 90% of our needs are only satisfied by donations, and that's where you come in. Another milestone that we reached, which I'm personally very proud of, is that the debate I did at the Soho Forum, I've done actually 11 or 12 of the nearly 100 debates the Soho Forum has put on, but one of the debates that I did against a famous and brilliant Marxist, Professor Richard Wolff, just surpassed 7 million YouTube views. We are published on the Reason channel, but Reason has acknowledged that that is by far the most popular debate that they have ever run. 7 million YouTube views. We had another one that exceeded 1 million. We've had several that have exceeded 100,000. Again, all our debates go out free on streaming simultaneously, and they are all preserved on podcast and on video, and they can all be accessed if you go to thesohoforum.org. But then if you hit the donate button, you'll find out something else, that there are various levels of contribution that we solicit. As well, there's also a special kind of contribution. For $7,500, you can sponsor a debate and be publicly named and thanked. And also, if I can possibly arrange it, and last year I was able to, I can arrange a dinner or breakfast with you, me, and one of our key debaters at the debate that you do sponsor. So that's what you would get for $7,500 donation. If you go on the sohoforum.org, you'll also find by now that there are 3 debates we already have listed. One of the things we're most excited about is that we finally, after many attempts, have gotten a college campus to agree to host one of our debates. That will be Dartmouth College in February. And those tickets will be free to you. The Dartmouth Hall has given us a block of tickets that we can give free to you if you want to make the trip to Hanover, New Hampshire, and stay over and meet the debaters. So that's in February. We have a debate scheduled in January and in March, and then, of course, we'll be adding debates as the year proceeds. What do we do with that money? Well, we don't pay ourselves a whole lot. Our administrative costs are kept to a minimum. Most of that money goes out the door to host our debaters, to fly them in, to put them up at a hotel, because I believe firmly in a live debate in front of a live audience. That's also how we build community. There are many wonderful debates that are done online. I'm a fan of many of them. What we do is special. The electrifying presence of those debaters on the stage debating an issue of interest and importance to the world. So what we often run into, however, is that the standard $2,500 fee that we pay each debater for the ordeal, and it is an ordeal, by the way, it is stressful. I've done debates on stage, and I know that it's stressful. It's not like delivering a speech. You've got somebody on stage contradicting you. You've got people in the audience possibly with their knives out for you. So oftentimes, $2,500 is not enough to lure these debaters. So we hope for the funds to be able to get some big names to come. We often find that progressives, people who are not libertarians, are a little afraid of this thought that they're walking into the lion's den, even though I have never gotten a complaint about the way I moderate debates, even though I moderate debates fairly and squarely without any bias. But there's a lot of anxiety that they feel. So sometimes, instead of paying $2,500 to a debater, I've got to pay $10,000. And that's where your donations come in. Let me conclude by reading from an article that appeared early last year in none other than the Wall Street Journal about us. The article included the following statement: anyone who follows the debates of the Libertarian Soho Forum knows that even in the Democratic stronghold of New York City, it is possible to shift public opinion from radical progressive orthodoxy so long as viewpoint diversity is maintained. That is our journey. I invite you to help us on that journey by donating whatever you can. Thanks very much. Have a happy Christmas, a happy Hanukkah, and I hope you watch this before December 31st because your donation will be completely tax deductible because it will go directly to Reason Foundation that accepts tax-deductible donations and then sets aside the money for us. Thanks again.
This is Jane Menton, Head of Operations for Soho Forum. Thank you so much for watching this video and for taking an interest in caring about our mission. You can use this QR code to go to our donate page where you can learn all about our different donorship levels and the many, many gifts and giveaways that we want to offer to you. And as Jean said, we're just so grateful for everyone's support, whether you donate or not. Your interest and your investment in our series means the world to us. Thank you.